Excited to be here. This is my birthday week.
Woo!
And get the gifts. It was my birthday week. It was like 3 days ago. My birthday's February 12th. Actually, the same day as Abraham Lincoln and Gucci Mane on the crew. My favorite founding fathers. No, but actually, fun fact: I was born 10 days late. So when I came out, I was a little overcooked. So I was like really wrinkly and gross. And my dad actually called me little man, not because I was like this little guy, but because I looked like a small old man. But I only know that because they like tell me, right? Like they haven't actually shown me any pictures, which is just proof of how ugly I was. They have no photographic evidence. My mother just gave birth to me, right? Created life. One of the most beautiful things in the human experience. And someone's like, oh, you want to take a picture? She's like, oh, sure. Looks down and sees Benjamin Button. Maybe we'll hold off on the picture for now. No, I actually am really glad though that I was born 10 days late. Because if I wasn't, I would be born on the 2nd, which is Groundhog Day, and I hate Groundhog Day. I don't hate groundhog, or as I call them, floor pigs. I hate Groundhog Day. Because Groundhog Day is the most absurd holiday that exists. Like, do you guys know about Groundhog Day? It was founded in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, the only thing to come out of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. And it's a day every year where a group known as the Inner Circle of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club, a group I can only assume is a sect of Scientology, gather at a location called Gobbler's Knob. It's not a double entendre, but golly, it could be. And everyone's on stage wearing top hats, while they await the weather predictions of Punxsutawney Phil, the groundhog, whose full name is Punxsutawney Phil, Seer of Seers, Sage of Sages, Prognosticator of Prognosticators, Weather Prophet Extraordinaire. That's on his birth certificate. Like, that's insane. So this ragtag group of Civil War reenactors get on stage and hold up a dirt swine, Lion King style, and then if it gets a little squirmy, winter will never end. That's the craziest holiday ever. And like the craziest part is like, how do you know that it saw its shadow? Like, what does that even mean? Like, there are plenty of reasons for a groundhog to like feel weird in that situation. Imagine being Punxsutawney Phil, Sages, Prognosticators, Extraordinaire. CPA. One day a year, he controls the winds. So, can you imagine him coming literally out of hibernation? You look around, first thing you see is just a bunch of people in top hats. You assume, rightfully so, that you've time traveled to 1861. You're on stage at Abraham Lincoln's inauguration. But it's an alternate universe where everyone is Abraham Lincoln. That's the craziest. I think that justifies a little squirming a little bit. Like imagine if you took a nap and woke up and you were in the 1800s. And you look around, it'd be cool at first, right? You're like, oh, the train ticket only costs $0.25. And then you look around and you're like, oh, well, so do people. So, human beings. If there's one thing we can say about the 1800s, pros and cons. No, I think like time travel and stuff is like crazy, but I think what's even crazier, like people always talk about time traveling to other places. I can't even imagine being from another time and traveling to like right now, because it's like insane. And I'm not even talking like, oh, Trump's in the White House, what? Like, I'm talking like, I read a headline the other day that was Backpack Kid sues Fortnite over floss. Now, if you get those references, you know Backpack Kid is an Instagrammer who made these dances, one of which was the floss, which was stolen by a video game, Fortnite. Right. But if you don't, that's a crazy sentence to just read. Right? Like, can you imagine trying to interpret that? Like, Backpack Kid sues Fortnite. Well, I suppose former NBA All-Star Jason Kidd named his child Backpack. Backpack went a little crazy, inevitably. His name is Backpack. So he decided to file official paperwork seeking legally instituted ramifications from a unit of time equal to 14 days over a string one uses to clean the nooks and crannies twixt one's teeth. Is that right? Is that what I understood? time coming to these times. We live in trying times, folks. It's true. And I know we got bigger problems, right? Like global warming or whatever. But I think the fact that we let just mud boars control the seasons, and the fact that the sentence, Backpack Kid sues Fortnite over floss, is not shocking, is shocking. And it's honestly, when I hear that, like, it's sad, right? Because I just know that's not the country they envisioned when Abe Lincoln and Gucci Mane signed the Declaration. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you. We got a fun night tonight. Hey, birthday, let's thank you. Up next, we got Regina. Regina Wen.
God, this mic is so dull. Hello everyone, I'm Regina. A few days ago, I was watching this video on YouTube and it was called Sexy Spanish Men Speak Dirty Talk in Spanish to American Women. And I was like, well, first of all, I was disappointed to learn that it's a BuzzFeed video and not porn. And then I was like, oh my God, no one's ever asked me to dirty talk in Chinese. Like, what? People just don't think Chinese is a sexy language? And on one hand, I appreciate that. Well, no, first of all, I'm offended because I'm Chinese. It should be equal. But on the other hand, I really appreciate it because I am not fluent in the language Chinese, so I would have no idea what to do if someone asked me that. If someone was like, oh, Regina, dirty talk to me in Chinese, I would be like, oh, and then I would say the sentence that I say most frequently in Chinese, which is, 奶奶, 你今天吃药了吗? And that means, ooh, grandma, do you take your medicine today? The only person I speak Chinese to is my grandma. So if we were to continue with the dirty talk, I would really have to like lead into the Chinglish. Yeah. So like, for example, can everyone here close your eyes? Just close your eyes for a second. Now I want you all to pretend that you are having sex with me. Okay, well, you can open your eyes, and I do have sex fully clothed, so this is an accurate. Okay, so pretend you just asked me to dirty talk with you in Chinese. I would be like, ooh, I want to start with, ooh, hey baby, but I don't know the word for baby, so I would be like, ooh, hey, 男孩子. And that means, oh, hey, male child. And then I would be like, ooh, 你要 fuck ma? That means, wanna fuck? And then I would finish it off. 真的，你的 penis 很大，很漂亮. Which means, oh my God, your penis is so big and beautiful. Yeah, so I only speak Chinese with my grandma. I don't have a big vocabulary. But I did see my grandma over the holidays this year, and I went to her house on New Year's Eve right before I went out with my friends. And I was wearing this dress that was like normal. Knee length. And she looks me up and down and she's like, you need to wear pantyhose. And I was like, is it 1955? Because if not, I don't need to wear pantyhose. And she goes, she just had this like cold stare. And she looked at me and was like, Regina, I escaped China from the communists, and we didn't have pantyhose, and we were so cold. And I didn't know what to say, and then she was like, yeah, and then we came to America so that you could be warm. And who am I to, destroy my grandma's American dream? So I was like, okay. give me the pantyhose. And she gives me the pantyhose, and they immediately disintegrate because they were from 1955. Okay, so transition here. That's the end of my sentence. This next story is not a story, and I'm not really sure if it's a joke either. But I'm just gonna talk. Okay, so I have a dog. Her name is Katara. She's a pit bull, and she's a short-haired dog. And I love having a short-haired dog because she doesn't really shed. However, I do have to look at her butthole all the time. And, like, it sucks because when she wags her tail, she's so happy, but basically we're playing like butthole peekaboo. And like, I always have to like look at her, like, I always know when she's gonna poop because her butthole, like, and it looks like a donut. There's like a butthole, and there's a big black hole like into her anus. Yeah. There's no punchline to this. Thank you so much.
Ooh, one more time for Regina. You don't have a dog, and now you know why. Black hole anuses. Everyone, give it up for Marlo Knapp-Fadani.
Hey y'all, how did your 6 weeks go? It's better than mine. Yesterday I cried for 30 minutes because I couldn't open my window. It's not a joke, it's just a fact about me. So I've been having a hard time lately. So I've been thinking a lot about big life questions. And one that's been coming up a lot is, would you rather be feared or loved? And I'm not really sure. So I've been kind of trying to be really introspective and think back in my life and say, okay, would I rather be feared or loved? And because this is always where my mind goes, I think back to my dogs because everything is in terms of them. And when I was growing up, my mom had this like tiny 3-pound poodle, and she fucking hated me. She was like, grain of rice. And whenever I would go to pick her up, she would just immediately piss herself. Like, she could not have to pee, but me reaching towards her would be like, Philip, empty. Yeah, so that was not a good relationship. But I have a dog now, and he loves me very much. And sometimes I'll come home at the end of a long day, and he'll be just so excited to see me. And I'll reach to get him so I can take him on his walk, and he'll just be like a little dribble of pee. Just like a little. Not a lot, but enough for me to be like, oh, he loves me. So I've been thinking about this. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm very powerful, but loved. Maybe I don't care if I'm feared or loved. Maybe I just want there to be pee involved. Like, if you're not peeing yourself when you see me, we have not maximized the potential of our relationship. Any wet pants here? We all have somewhere to go. Yeah, so I think this came up, in addition to me having had a bad day, because a friend of mine came to me and was like, you know, when I met you, I was fucking terrified of you. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm such a softie. Like, I once cried in an American Airlines commercial. I'm not a scary person. But she was like, no, I was for real afraid of you. So I was, again, thinking back on my life, decided, looking at my life choices, seeing if this was a pattern. And I thought back to my job this summer, where they thought it would be a good idea for us to go on a team building exercise, so we went to play laser tag. My boss and I are on opposite teams. And we're really competitive. So I see him once like army crawling across the room. I'm like hiding behind a wall, sniping people from across. And suddenly I start running. And I encounter him crouching behind a wall, looking to attack unsuspecting people on my team. And to the man who employs me, to the man who allows me to feed myself, to the man who funds my very dangerous online shopping habit, I went like this. I kicked him down I was wearing these shoes. In laser tag like a real psycho. So now he's on the ground. I stand on his chest. And I go, "Fuck you, Jeffrey!" And I execute him. But I'm not done. Because then I go, "Motherfuckers! And he looks up at me with just sheer disgust. So I'm like this, in victory. And I notice there's an intern standing to my left. So I turn to him, and he is aghast. His mouth is open, and he's just there like, so I just shoot him in the chest, and I keep playing. A couple days later, we're at the office. I'm walking down the hallway, and I see him coming, and I'm like, hey, it'd be nice to give him a high five. So I go in for the swing. The kid immediately ducks. And I'm like, that was weird. And I think about it, I'm like, he thought I was gonna hit him. So I ask him, did you think I was gonna hit you? And he goes, no. So I slapped him. For being a little bitch. No, I didn't. We were really good friends. But apparently people are afraid of me. I'll take it though. I'm not afraid of my sister. I'm very proud of my sister. My sister just started a new job this week. Yes, come on, Liza. Yeah. I love her so much. She's amazing. She's just started being a recruiter. No idea what that means, but I'm assuming she recruits things. I don't think it's the job for her though. She's got a very specific set of skills, and I don't think her talents will be maximized at this company because I think she'd be better in a different industry, specifically psychological warfare. My sister's a psycho. She knows how to get at you and fuck you up. So when I was 4, my sister convinced me that I was the only human in the world who farted. Full on convinced I was the sole tutor of the universe. And that's really a hard thing for a 4-year-old. So like not only did I have to experience the shame of my body emitting an involuntary puff of gas, I then had to carry the shame of the whole world thinking it's strange. And do you know what happens when you carry around a lot of heavy stuff? Like emotional baggage? You fart. So it was this never-ending cycle of tooting and shame and tooting and shame. God, and to this day, sometimes I let out a little tear when I fart. You'll always know. So I'm going to try to retaliate. And I'm trying to convince her that she's the only person in the world who has pubes. So that every time she looks down, she's like, fuck. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. No, for real, I love my sister very, very much. And I'm very excited to see her in a couple weeks. Except the last time I see her, there was not a single droplet of pee. Which means the bad news is our relationship isn't where I'd like it to be. The good news is the relationship has room to grow. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Marlo, for speaking out on behalf of all of us farters out there. It's fine, but we make do. Up next, we got Andrew Olmstead.
Who's ready for some low energy comedy? Who's fucking ready for some low energy comedy? Superior, there's people back. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna do a couple one-liners. You guys don't laugh a lot quicker than I should. Let's have some fun, right? I hired a hitman to kill me at 60. Alright, Alright, next joke, no. Because I'm the type of person that doesn't get anything done without a deadline. Cool, it's gonna be like this the whole time. My grandma, she's a hard worker. She spent 10 hours a day on her feet working. And she got fired from the same nail salon for being super narcissistic. It's a second. Alright, you'll laugh at that one, like 5 jokes. You think vampires get frustrated they can't send each other nudes? I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of wits. I'm scared of spiders too. I bought a bootleg copy of Disney's Planet Earth. They sent me a window. Thanks, Cole, for listening to that one. Oh shit, I got lost. There's like 8 jokes, I don't know how I got lost. What if the first person ever to give birth had twins? The next 10 mothers would be like, where is the other? I used to bite my nails a lot. Then I figured out how to use a hammer. I like girls with high standards. So if they're into me, I'm not interested. This one says rock, paper, scissors. What is that about? Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. No, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Paper's not a weapon. There's more to this one, guys. Rock smashes scissors. Scissors cuts paper. I cover myself with a blanket when it's chilly outside. Paper covers rock? Alright. I've never played a game of Clue where it was red and green in the ballroom with the sheet music. That's all I'm saying. Alright, that wasn't a one-liner. That was a lot of lines. That was like a lot of semicolons. We're rolling. Cut that one next time. Alright. What if Jesus was the Michael Jordan of magicians? Alright. I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
Catholics are in the house. 5, 7, alright. And the way I explain that to all you other people who aren't Catholic, it's like being a Patriots fan. I'm not gonna ask for Patriots fans in the house. Because it's like a bunch of old dudes, we hang out on Sundays, everyone hates us, we have a lot of money, and every once in a while, we mess with balls too much. Cats Nation, baby! I'll leave you with this one. It's for real, guys. Oh shit, what's that saying? Sorry, this part's not a bit, like I just couldn't read my handwriting. I wouldn't want to be homeschooled because I would be super worried at lunch where the cool kids' table was. Alright, let's end on a low note. Thanks, guys.
That energy! Yeah! Let's do it! Up next we have our last comment. Give it up for Ella Fredrickson.
Thanks, guys. Super tall mic stand and a loose chair. Okay, let's talk about underage drinking. My sister just turned 21, but before then she had a fake ID. I guess, sorry, I should have asked if there's any undercover cops in the audience. I'm happy to give you her information. Justice needs to be served. My sister got a fake ID, and obviously she couldn't put her birth year on it, but she also didn't want to put her birthday, and she thought like bouncers were gonna pop quiz her, so she put mine on it, so she would know. Keep that in mind. Okay, I just had a birthday dinner this summer. She showed up. I got there. Don't get ahead. I got there. I told the waitress, I said, hey, just it's my birthday, so bring some free shit at the end. And then my sister goes, oh, I would like to order a glass of wine. And the waitress said, oh, can I see your ID? And she goes, oh, it's your birthday too. And my sister panics and says, yes, we are sisters born 3 years apart. And she doesn't know we're related. It's like us. My mom's sitting there just like, oh. My sister took me to my first frat party. She goes to the University of Oregon, so very similar Greek life cultures. She took me when I was a senior in high school. My mom and I went out to visit her, and my mom dropped me off for a night of alcohol? I don't know. I didn't know what to expect, and it was Halloween weekend, and my sister was like, bring a costume. I was like, all over it. Brought the costume I've been using for all the festivities that season, my full-size whoopee cushion. Pre-game, everyone's sexy cats, but me. But actually, I mean, it played really well. Like, so many drunk people coming up to me, squishing my belly, asking me to make fart noises. And ever the comedian I oblige, so just standing in the room going like, everyone's loving it. So I missed the part of the pregame where we drank alcohol, so stone cold sober whoopee cushion, and to the frat party. And my sister gives me the lowdown and she goes, look, it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be sweaty, guys are gonna be trying to grab you, hang on to my hand and don't let go. And I was like, I got it. Good at following simple directions. We get there, not that many guys grabbing me as I would expect. Something about gambling on the whoopee cushion. I don't know what's under there. I mean, this is what was under there. So I'm holding on to her hand for dear life and like dancing, and then a very average-looking boy comes over and she starts kissing him, and I wasn't instructed on what to do if this happened. So I just kept holding her very uncomfortably until he like went away, and she turns back, she goes, was he hot? And I was like, no! And she was like, okay, turns back, starts kissing him again. So I used my other hand to call my mom. Yeah. I went the fuck home. And then, came to Chicago the next year, a seasoned pro at this frat fair. I told my roommate it's a week, and I was like, I've been to a frat party before, I know what not to wear. We're gonna wear something light, something breathable, something wick away. So I shit you not, we dressed up in some soft-soled tennis shoes, Nike running shorts, sports bras, and breathable athleisure tops, and headed out to whatever the fuck frats are called here, like D something. That season. And we looked like we're heading to Ratner, ready to experience college life. We get there, no one serves us an ounce of alcohol again. So I think this is just how I didn't underage drink at tons of frat parties. I think you bitches should be more like me.